morning. It's Anne McDowell, Freedompreneur, coming to you on day 30 of my 30-day video challenge. Woohoo! I've made it! 30 days! I'm really excited to have been able to bring you this 30-day series. It's been fantastic for me and I've loved every single second of it. And you know the fact that I do what I love to do. I do what I love to do every day. You've seen me have this sign, and you know now how much I love to do what I do every day. I love to help people. I love to get them on the road to do what they love to do every day. I want to talk to you today on my final day because I've got something special planned for you in the later part of it. But I want to talk to you today about cultivating irrational optimism. That's what you need to do in business. You need to create irrational optimism. And you need to think excitedly and think big and think of all the possibilities that you've never thought of before. And you need to start believing in yourself that you can achieve these things. I'm going to talk to you about a couple of things. So, what if I told you that the hardships you're facing now are part of a divine message for you to wake up and realize that you need to do something else? What if I told you that 10 years from now, if you didn't do anything about, listening to those messages, you would be in exactly the same spot as you are now? Do you think about those kinds of things? Do you think about the things that, the messages that you're getting are from a divine source? Whether it be the universe, whether it be God, whether it be, whoever you happen to believe in. Do you recognize that you're here for a purpose? And when you keep facing obstacles like this and you're unhappy, it's because the messages are being sent to you that there is something better out there for you and it's just waiting, but you have to take the first action. But what happens if, you just continue to stay stuck in the pain? Well, I have to tell you, honestly, it's going to be this, as you're experiencing, for now until forever. You have to do something to move out of the pain in order for it to go away. Because the message is that you are not living your purpose the way you should be living it. So, what if I told you that your current dream was just the tip of the iceberg on what you can achieve in this life? What if I told you that being in business for yourself, you can create your own destiny? What if I told you that I had the answer in my hands? What if I told you that I've developed a better way? Would you believe me? Well, I've been in business for 12 years now, so do you think you'd believe me? After, listening to my 30-day rambles, do you think I've got what it takes to help you? That's a good question. What if I told you that enrolling into my business coaching programs, you're going to be filled with unimaginable, unshakable, infinite confidence to move forward? What if I told you I help you develop all these skills? What if I told you that coming onto my programs would be the best thing you ever did? That's all very interesting too. What if you were able to earn $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 more than you currently are earning each month? What if I told you that the hobby or the love of your life of doing the things that you're doing is possible and you're able to make some money out of that? Imagine. What if I told you that by putting some effort into getting your own business together, you could then start earning money without having to worry about when you're going to be able to afford to pay the kids' braces or, looking at the grocery bill every day and wondering whether you've got enough money in the bank account? What if I told you that business and going into business will alleviate a lot of those issues for you? What if I told you that I had those answers? What if I told you that, sitting back and waiting and watching, it will never happen? But what if I told you that making action today will actually help you? I often hear people say to me, oh, look, that's fantastic, and, tell me about the prices, and then they go, oh, okay. And they immediately switch off. And I say to myself, now, here's a person who's dreaming, but is dreaming. They're not willing to put their dreams into reality. Now, dreams, in order for them to become reality, they require investment. They require you to start thinking like a successful person. When I hear people say, oh, it's too expensive or I can't afford it, I immediately think to myself, there goes a person who is not able to think big. There is a person who's not able to get out of their fear in order to move forward into the sunlight. There's a person who's not yet learned how to be successful in their thinking. There's a person who I would just love to take under my wing and show how easy developing confidence in this area could be. So that's what I thought about. I thought about helping those people who are so on the edge of, success. They have the great ideas, they have the desire, but they don't necessarily have the confidence to then part with the money. And they say, oh, but there's lots of other programs that are cheaper. Yep, there are. And you get that kind of value out of them as well. So if you're paying $197 for a business coaching program, $197, then that's all the value you're actually going to get. So you've got to think like a business person, not like a hobbyist. So when people say to me, oh, I'm not quite sure I'm going to be able to afford that, I immediately think, right, they're still in hobby mode. They're still thinking that this is a hobby rather than a business. Now, a business requires you to be a successful thinker. It requires you to go, okay, that's how much it is. Man, what have I got to do to get that? Man, what have I got to do to sacrifice? I can sacrifice a couple of takeouts and I can sacrifice, this and that and everything else because that's what I want. That's what I need. I know that this is going to help me. So when you break it down, it's $21.70 per day, my programs, $21.70. I'm not sure how many people can't afford $21.70 for potentially a six-figure income. That's over $100,000 income from your business when you set your mind to becoming a business owner, not a hobbyist. So, here comes the special stuff. I thought to myself, well, I want to be able to encourage the people to move out of their hobby thinking and move into business thinking. And I thought, well, what's the best way that I can do that? And I thought, well, give people my time. That's how I can then work with you one-on-one to help you move through those kinds of barriers and help you start thinking like a successful business person, not a hobbyist. So I decided that I would give people 2 hours extra of my time. 2 hours, which equates to $1,000. So I thought to myself, how am I going to wrap that up into a little parcel? Well, I did a couple of little things, and I'm going to be having them on Facebook, coupon-y things. There's a special offer coupon thing, but I decided to create a little sign. I'm going to let you read it. Sign up to 3 months of coaching and get 2 extra hours of speed coaching for free. Offer ends midnight Sunday, 1st of February. Because I want to teach people to do what they love and love what they do. And it says, do something today that will help your future self. So I've got 5 of these for 3-month coaching. And for those who may not want to sign up for 3-month coaching, I have exactly the same for half-day intensive coaching. Half-day intensive. Now, we haven't spoken much about that before, but that is for the people who have immediate things they want solved. They've already got their ideas together. They just want immediate things that have got solved. I'm going to offer 2 hours extra of coaching on both of those programs so that I can start working with you one-on-one to develop your confidence, so that you can start thinking big, so that you can start then creating irrational optimism and having the most amazing life. Oh my God, I just want to give you this life. It's so exciting, and I'm getting all emotional about it, and I'm going to be ending up in a second, but I want to share with you how wonderful it can be, because doing things and doing what you love every day is the most amazing thing you could possibly imagine. It's good for your family, it's good for yourself, it's good for, everybody around you, because you become the most incredibly happy, positive, successful person. And that then allows you to live the lifestyle that you want to live. And it also allows you to be the person you want to be. So, grab the opportunities, because I'm ending them on midnight on the 1st of February. So whatever time zone you are, it'll be midnight your time on the 1st of February. Okay, I'm going to go. It's been an absolute blast. I've loved every second of it. And I might do this again later in the year, but I'm not sure. A little bit too emotional right now. So anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of my month. I've enjoyed every single minute of bringing these messages to you, and I hope they've made an impact and made a difference. Anyway, love you. Bye.